Hello, this is Tom Louie from the Nine. Say hello, Louie.
What do I have?
Yes, you do. You have to say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good. On a special quick release, which I don't know whether I'll release this Monday or Tuesday, probably Monday, because...
Today's Monday.
Yeah, I know. That's why for today. I can get this edited for today. Anyway, last night there was a reveal of a game at the E3 convention, and the game's called Anthem. Some of you may have seen it if you're keeping up with that, but it is a large MMORPG shooter that looks like it's made by BioWare, which is like the Mass Effect people, so there is talk of like verbal choices, things like that.
That's just a speculation.
Yeah, but that's just speculation. So, but it also says in one of the trailers that your choices will affect the world, blah, 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 that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's very free roam, looks amazing. We're going to show you in a second the trailer for it. It's kind of like a combination of Mass Effect, Destiny, and Warframe, if any of you played those three games. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into the trailer.
The wall. It's our armor. It protects us from what lies beyond. But out there, you either live with the choices you make, or die trying to change them. The story doesn't end here. It's just the beginning.
Oh, I just jizzed my pants!
I hate... Shut up! Your fake-ass
so good!
Aside from Louis' fake-ass reaction, yes, it does look really good. It does look really, really good. That was just the teaser trailer. What we're going to do now for you is go into a breakdown analysis of the gameplay reveal trailer that was released at EA.
E3.
Yeah, E3. EA, not EA.
Fucking idiot. That's why they don't call you detective. That's why they call me detective.
Hi, I'm John Warner, game director for Anthem.
Okay, this video is 4K and it's filmed on the new Xbox. What was it? The Xbox One X?
Yeah, Xbox One X, yeah.
Xbox One X.
4K,
which
yeah.
says the new console is coming out soon, I think.
Frostbite engine.
Frostbite engine, which is always good. I like the futuristic and also third world post-apocalyptic feel of the game. It looks really good.
Yeah, because this is BioWare, they're known for their RPGs. So this is a very immersive world already.
Mm-hmm. Here's our first character.
Praxley.
Now, because it's BioWare, I'm thinking, and we both think, that the... and there's a quote on the website that we'll put up on screen, that the players have choices and the choices affect their world. It's something like you'll be affected by the choices you make or die trying to change them, something like that.
And it'll be on the screen anyway.
And what I think that means, because it's BioWare, because they did Mass Effect, if you ever played Mass Effect you'll know about the wheel of responses that you can give to characters when you're interacting with them. And the interaction that we are about to see contains some very limited, very small responses from our character, which isn't a bad thing, but what it means is that they are easily selectable, which I like.
Just speculation.
Yeah, it's all just speculation. But also, you will note in the interaction we're about to see, the character facial animation is amazing. They have done a really fantastic job.
Unlike Andromeda.
Unlike Andromeda, which is trash.
Listen, there's trouble. Big trouble.
What did you do?
He pooed in the toilet.
Mistake. I hired some people. They weren't freelancers. I know. They said they could handle it, and the price was right. I thought maybe...
Unbelievable.
Yeah, we play as freelancers, as the players.
Stupid.
Well, the people who leave the walls of Tartarus, Fort Tartarus, leave the walls of Fort Tartarus to
Just bring them back.
venture out. It's kind of very Destiny-esque. Wall, Last Human City, people venturing out, but that's not the yeah.
First objective, we don't know if that's a side quest or main quest.
Hell or High Water, it's in the top right if you haven't seen it.
Asking if here we have what I believe is a javelin hub where it displays your javelins, and here your ally of the week. So the very first multiplayer aspect of it, which would mean like accolades, you maybe get a bonus from it, but it displays their javelin there.
Here we are seeing our character get into the Ranger.
I decided to go with the Colossus. I'm gonna use my ranger.
So that's 2 confirmed javelins so far: Ranger and
Colossus.
Colossus.
Colossus is a tanky heavy, and the Ranger is multi-purpose, all-rounder.
And here we have a loading screen, which I believe is a cutscene to hide it. And then we see a very detailed face.
You can see your character's face, which suggests
a deep
facial,
customization.
Yeah, deep customization within the game. All the armor is customizable. But yeah, deep character customization. Now, if you look in the right-hand side of the screen, around in the middle, you're about to see a symbol, which looks like a temple in front of a mountain. Keep that symbol in mind. We'll talk about it later. Here's the Colossus.
Boom.
Damn, looking good. Nice, you've got a mortar equipped.
Now, with the whole mortar equipped thing, part of the speculation that we have, because of the
There's a quote we'll put on the
another quote we'll put on screen, but part of what they've said is that there's massive crafting and loot capabilities in this game. Like, you get a lot of loot, you can craft a lot of stuff, or you can like level up and get stuff, things like that. And it suggests to me, as you'll see later in the video, that equipping different weapons onto your character gives you different abilities. So your character, which is massively customizationable. Like, all the characters don't come with set abilities; they come with possibly a set super, which we'll see later.
Right,
but
no, we don't see any supers in this.
well, no, there's a representation of one. There's a RBLB, like
Yeah, but we don't actually see it, so it's
true. We don't see it.
speculation.
One other part that I want to mention before we play. No, we'll mention that later. One other part that I want to mention before we continue this the video is, if you look right in the middle of the top of the screen, there is a triangle with a skull in it as an icon. Now, that icon is pretty much universally the raid icon, and it's on a pretty epic location. Like, that is a upside down mountain with waterfalls coming off it. If there's going to be something there, it's going to be a raid. It looks epic. I'm really looking forward to doing some raids on this game. Let's continue.
Yeah, I got it on the weekend. You lead the way. I'll follow.
You'll see in the left hand side of the screen, not only is there a quest marker, but there's also, when your allies speak, they have, as opposed to the normal just little like speaker symbol next to their name, there's a whole tile for it, like a whole kind of audio level tile, which looks really good.
This is a vast open world you explore with your friends.
The travelling around animation also looks fantastic, whereas in other games where you either fast travel or get on some kind of vehicle to move around quickly, in this you jetpack, which just looks really cool more than anything else. It's amazingly cinematic. But it also looks like there isn't any set pathway. Like, we're currently walking on the path, but I don't see any reason that we wouldn't be able to go left or right.
And as you can see, the wildlife is very expansive, which makes the game 10 times more immersive.
And here's our first hostile. He's rather large. Right in the middle of the screen at the bottom, you will see what I was talking about earlier with the super LBRB in the middle. Usually, in most games, is a super, and on the left and right, you'll see other abilities that have what we think are ammunition counters to them. And something I didn't mention in time was, on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, there is a circle with a shield in it, which looks like a health bar. And we'll talk about that in a second. Seamless transitions to going underwater. Absolutely seamless, which looks fantastic. Deadlight Caverns Discovery, kind of like Skyrim, where you discover stuff, you get XP, so exploration is a big part of this game.
So as you notice, the health bar, the supposed health bar, is going down.
As she takes damage. Here's our Colossus friend, and he's about to use one of his abilities, which I was expecting, to be honest, a massive punch on the ground. There's the symbol we mentioned earlier, right at the beginning as we came out of the hangar. Longfall Ruins. It looks, the temple in front of the mountain, in front of something that could be like a cave, dungeon, something like that.
And as you see, the Colossus just picked up a chest, which gave him Brinium shards, and it's shared loot.
Yeah, you don't have to walk over and pick it up, which is a great quality of life thing more than anything else. Because
also, the Brinium shards could be currency, and it will also be a crafting component.
Yeah, something for like crafting weapons using like a blueprint system similar to Warframe, if you ever played that.
Anyone in the area, we're under attack.
Loving the hand gestures you're giving here.
I am an emotive person. Here we see another giant robot walking camel getting rocketed.
See, Jim.
I'm not using it.
See, the shields haven't recharged yet, and it's been a fair while most games would have recharged by now.
Oh, there are a lot of scars.
And as you can see, there doesn't seem to be much aim assist, which would lead me to believe
very skill-based game.
Yeah, quite hardcore survival.
And we've seen our first named enemy, the Scars. Not sure what they are, but they just got blown up.
We see the Colossus uses mortar.
I like the explosion animations in this game, they look fantastic.
This is what makes me believe aim assist isn't like
because she misses.
She misses all the shots.
Okay,
Now,
get this
here's
right.
the rocket launcher. Keep your eye not only on the explosions, but on the bottom left-hand ability, because it triggers, it counts down. So that's what we believe to be the ammunition counter.
Yeah, and we don't know if it recharges or not, but that's never indicated to a hardcore style.
Having completed this particular
Good.
quest line, well not quest line, or like just
event.
Yes.
we
Jerry's
get
back.
what is like what would in Destiny be an engram, which has given us a legendary weapon, which suggests tiering of gear, which is pretty generic.
But I
as
don't
well.
think it would be that easy drop rate.
No. Here we are about to see our first weather.
Shipper storm incoming.
Right, so the Shaper Storms. Now, me and Louis differ slightly in opinions on this, because I believe as she's just rounded a corner, walked up something, and we've had a warning symbol come in above, I think it's similar to how public events happen in Destiny, where the screen would go dark, or something would happen and a public event would happen where anyone can get involved in. Now, Massive Shaper Storm is a pretty public event. If there's a storm going on, everyone's going to notice it. However, there is also a quest icon in the top right hand corner of the screen, and later when you see the storm itself, you will see a quest marker on it. Now, I am unsure what that means, whether it's just an automatic one given by the Shaper Storm as a public event, or whether it's part of a quest. So let's continue.
Okay. Actually, let's get some more people. Hold on a sec.
Here we see more javelins.
Hey guys, what's up?
Kim is something that looks like the Ranger, and another one that looks massively different. Let's talk about that.
Behind you.
So we have at least one other separate, well, to me anyway, we have at least one other kind of javelin confirmed. Like when Kim dropped in the one that I said looks slightly like the Ranger javelin that our main character is playing, he just did the generic Iron Man drop. There was nothing special about it, and if you zoom in on the character, its armor is very similar to the Ranger that we're playing as, with the jets on the shoulders and the exoskeletal spine.
As opposed to Sandra, which seems to have, if you see her running just now in the screenshot, she seems to have some sort of different running animation, so to speak, a different energy around her, and also she appears to be wearing a cloak, which would make us think that she's a different type of javelin.
Yeah, some kind of stealthy class. She also, when she appeared, she teleported in or like phased in, which is completely different. Like the Colossus landed, everyone else landed, she phased in, which makes me think something slightly more stealthy, or just like the kind of hunter style class from Destiny.
Also, what we can see in is a squad assembled sort of scene here. We can see their levels, their names, and also a percentage, and they all have arrows upwards, which would lead me to believe that could also be a negative modifier. What it seems to be is maybe a type of elemental damage for these javelins.
Yeah.
Michelle seems to have some sort of shield or mask that's blue. Paul seems to have maybe possibly his mortar or some sort of fire damage. Kim maybe ice, and Sandra obviously it might be electricity, which you also kind of see in her running animation, I've noticed.
It is there's no indicators and no idea what these mean, but there's percentages there, so they definitely mean something. One final thing I want to say on this point is that I think they're going to do something with the amount of javelins you can use, similar to how Warframe does it, where there's a starting few and then you can get more and more and more and more as the game progresses. And they will keep bringing them out, as opposed to what they did in Destiny, where they trapped themselves within 3 elements and 3 characters, so they couldn't bring any new stuff out. And that's going to be brilliant. I am unsure as to whether we're going to have 3 or 4 starting javelins. The fact that there's 4 people in a maximum squad suggests 4. But the similarities between Michelle's and Kim's javelins and the difference to Sandra's make me think that right now we have only got 3 confirmed differentials between them.
And even if they are the same Ranger class, if you see by just the icons, the helmets,
They're
it's
very
very
different. Anyway, let's continue. Let's see the storm.
Quest marker.
Yeah, there's the quest marker.
Now we see Sandra lifting off, which would indicate again that she's a different type of javelin.
Whoa.
Very immersive, very dynamic, most dynamic weather I've ever seen in a video game.
And it still looks great. Like it's got the ability to make this stuff go everywhere and still look amazing.
And here we'll see him jump and then take off, which leads me to believe you can do it anywhere.
Yeah, you can do this whole jump and take off at any time.
But she does it earlier when she encounters the first monster.
Our story is out there.
Well, that looks absolutely epic, and I'm sure you'll agree we will definitely be getting this game. It's coming out sometime next year. I'm assuming it will have some kind of beta. I don't know when that's going to be. This is just a reveal, but yeah, it looks fantastic.
Yeah, all attributes we use in this video we'll place in the description if you want to look at them yourselves. And if this video gets a good following and a good audience behind it, we will start covering all of Anthem news.
So yeah, if you want some Anthem news and you like the rest of our channel, then feel free to subscribe. If you don't want to, then no worries. We will definitely be keeping up with Anthem, and if you guys want more news, then just keep checking back. Okay, this has been Louis and Tom, and we shall see you in the next video.